Today is the slowest rate of change we will ever experience. Today is the slowest. It will only ever get faster. So these inventions that are coming along, or the next way of doing communication, it will only get faster. Today is the slowest. So if you think you were busy today, you'll be more busy in the future. As we see that rate of change that moves, it's how you take advantage of that. 71% of the CEOs there, their biggest external influence, the force that is going to make them change, is IT. Google itself is only 15 years old, and we're one of the biggest companies in the world. So now the average age of the company in the S&P 500 is now less than 10 years old. So absolutely, the next big organizations could come from people in this room here today. This is the Google office up in London. So we have a London office in Tottenham Court Road and 2 in Victoria. And there's quite a lot of press actually about us building a new building in King's Cross. And it's over 1 million square feet. It's got a running track on the roof. I've seen some of the designs, it's nuts. Google's culture. So I've been at Google 10 months, and it really is very open. Family's a big thing at Google. When you go to the Google offices, there's a canteen, free canteen. It's amazing food. The reason why they do that is that people collaborate, they discuss, they even give you a high chair for your families. But involving your families in your culture is so important. Google I/O, which is our big user conference, it was about 3 weeks ago, and it was in the States. And you get given a gift when you leave. It was a piece of cardboard. What we do is just go very simply onto the app. There's a magnet in here, and it interacts with the mobile phone. And we can fly into space, and then I can pick Bryce Canyon. Can you look around? Bryce Canyon. So we have exposed the API for people to develop against it. And so this is the Google's mission, is to make the world's information accessible and useful. And this is Google Glass. Instead of only having 5 people in a theatre hall that can actually see the operation going on, now the surgeon is being able to show exactly what he can see. It's going on to big operating big lecture halls around the world. There are students able to learn at a far greater speed and greater rate. This is the Google balloons that have gone up across Africa and providing internet access to very remote locations. The how-to videos are amazingly popular. So obviously being able to give that to remote parts of the world, to build generators, to replant crops in the proper way. It's actually branded Campus London. And we have 3 campuses around the world. And this is really the early stages where people are thinking about business like they are here. And then if you get certain seed funding, you progress to slightly nicer offices. But there are 7 floors. Everyone is collaborating amongst those, and there are many conferences that you would be more than welcome to attend. And what we do within Cloud Platform is that we can enable tech startups to have unlimited compute power for a certain period of time. People that built Snapchat, it was just 30 guys, and they used App Engine. They didn't know how much compute power they needed. They weren't going to go and buy a data center. And so App Engine enables you to build an application and let Google do the scaling. Emily here at this CNET, what they do is they capture videos, and people will become, as you're watching the race come through, you take a video with your phone, you then upload it to CNET. CNET then automatically edit it, or they do the editing online, and then they are able to produce that video. When you hear people talk about big data, it means three things for us. The availability, so data sensors are getting cheaper and lighter and smaller. Lower cost of storage. You've also got the application process. So if you had a CRM system looking after your top clients, and it was just looking after your top 50 customers, and your Cadbury's, let's say you have a distribution chain and you only have your top distributors in your CRM, your Oracle database, you wouldn't go and use your Oracle database to track every chocolate bar that goes around the world. And so you need to have a new programming methodology of how to do that, how to collect and then work out and query the data. So when people say to you, big data, it's just like data in the old stage, no, it's not, because of these three things that are coming along. This is in Belgium. So one cooling plant is probably enough to cool a normal data center. And I don't know if you can see, but this photo goes into the distance. So if we can enable the startup community or the SMBs to be able to try these things, if you have an idea of an app, we want you to try it. We want to make a success. But if you don't, you'll learn more from failure than you will from success. So define that within the companies you work for, that actually failure can be seen as a good thing. This wind of change is coming, and you can either build a shelter and you can protect yourself from the storm that is coming, or build a wind farm and take advantage of the change. And the change is coming across all of us as we sit here. So with that note, I will thank you very much for listening, and I will take a few further questions, but thank you.